What is up, YouTube? Back at it again. Another video. That's what I say every time, and you know it's what I'm going to say every time. And you're here to watch this. But if you are here to watch this, that means you are a real G, because this is going to be kind of a different video. We're going into a different game I have not covered before, but it has worked its way into my daily mobile playlist here. So I play every day. I play Marvel Future Fight, I play Marvel Strike Force, and I've added a third game to that. It has been out for a short while. Officially, it's been around through beta and APKs for, I want to say, half a year or more, but I've been playing it for 2 months or so, I think. But it's called Disney Sorcerer's Arena, and today I'm just going to show you around the game in case anybody was curious about the game, talk a little bit about the game modes and what you can expect, and how the game is kind of faring right now, because I'm digging it. I am, and I think my opinion might be of some value to somebody somewhere. So when you get into the game, you're going to have a lot of tutorial stuff going on, but when you get to the brass tacks of what you have going on in the game, this is what your menu looks like. I'm level 44, max level is 60, I believe, 60. So I'm pretty deep in there. I'm averaging about a level every 2 to 3 days. So when you get in, the first thing you're going to want to do when you get far enough is get into a club. It is essential to get into a club because then you get to do the game modes associated with having a club, and you can get donations of gear sent to you. You can get additional energy sent to you. You can get node refreshes sent to you. You can get event refreshes sent to you. You can get a lot of stuff just by being in a club. It's probably the most essential part of this game. So if you are a lone wolf in mobile games, this might not be the game for you. However, if you do like playing as a group with other people, this game is right up your alley. They lean on it more than any other factor in this game. That being said, let's get down to the basics. You go to battle, and you're going to see 4 game modes. PvP Arena won't be unlocked for you for a while if you're brand new, because this is a later game mode. This is like the end game content that you're looking for. Let's go into the grand campaign. This is one source of energy you're going to use in this game mode, the purple energy. It it has a cooldown refresh that's pretty long, I would say. I almost never have full energy. I actually don't ever have full energy. I actually never even hit close to full energy on Grand Campaign because of how slowly it regenerates. But the reason it's so slow is because there's a lot more value in this game mode. As you can see, you have characters on nodes, and this would be a node, this little symbol here with the 3C and the 3 stars on it. So what you're going to see here is this is a yellow node, which I believe means a boss node. Yeah, it's a boss node. So it's yellow when you highlight it, but it's red when you don't have it highlighted, and it has a skull on it. So that indicates a boss node. It's going to be a little harder than the other nodes around it. You're going to see possible enemies you may fight in the match, the boss right there. And let's break down what this is. You battle, you click battle here, and you go into it, and you're going to run through the match like every other game mode does, with waves of enemy and your team of 5, and you try to beat it. You beat it without anybody dying, you get 3 stars, and at 3 stars you can auto win the node. Anything less than 3 stars you cannot auto win the node. You have to battle it manually every time until you get 3 stars. Now, why would you do this? Because you have a chance to get a shard of a character every time you do the node. And shards of characters is the name of the game. That is what you're doing the entire time you're playing this game, is trying to unlock and build up characters. It is a hero collector game at its core. It is very much derived from aspects of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and Marvel Strike Force and associated other games that are in the genre. This takes a lot more from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes than anything else, as far as the character models and build-up mechanics work. And yeah, that's in Grand Campaign. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be trying to get those shards. You get unlimited chances at shards on these nodes per day. And that's why the energy takes longer to accrue, because in the other game modes, as you will see, there is a limited amount of attempts you can do on the node. So for my farm right now, I'm going for Big Bad Wolf because Big Bad Wolf is amazing in this game. Now, so I wake up, I start my day, and I just auto this like 7 or 8 times, and then I come back probably halfway through the day, maybe like mid afternoon, and burn a little bit more, and then you get a refresh in the evening, and then that's when I burn it again. I probably end up getting between 5 and 10 shards of Big Bad Wolf out of this node per day, and that is incredible. Now, because it has such incredible value to the name of the game, which is building up characters, when you try to refresh, it has 100 crystals as a cost to refresh. 100 crystals is equivalent to about $1, I would say, and that is actually kind of expensive, but if you want to go for that, you can. However, I would recommend, if you're going to refresh nodes, to do it in the heroes or the villain campaign, or not refresh nodes, but refresh the energy, because the cost normally is 50. I've burned all my 50s today and it shows 100 now. You can do 350 crystal refreshes per day, and then it turns to 100. In the hero and villain campaign, you have a little different of a setup. You can, as you notice, it is yellow energy, not purple energy, but you have a lower path and a upper path, and they look quite different. In the lower path, you have basically just gear nodes. This is where you're going to farm all your gear when you need it to build up characters. On the top is where you're going to get character shards. On the bottom, unlimited attempts, and it's lower energy cost. So if you need the Heart Dust tier 2 and you want to go on this node and you have 1,000 energy, you can do this, dang near, 100 times. But on the top, you have character shards attached to the node, and as such, you have attempts you can do. Each node has 3 attempts that you can do. An attempt is completing the node for an attempt to get the shard attached to the node. So if you go into these nodes and you fail the node, it will not take an attempt away from you. Now, you'll get to these intervals where you see this chest. This chest, it's kind of like a marker. It's kind of letting you know, hey, good job, here's a little something. They have a fixed reward in the chest, and it kind of rewards you for what you're doing in the game. As you see, it goes on and on. This is about where I'm at right here. This is what it looks like before you've unlocked it. It shows, first off, there's a prize in here, but also the paths going forward, you require level 48 to go further. Because of that, that is why I have not pushed. I could probably make it pretty close to Dr. Facilier here, but I am farming other things, so my energy is better spent in other places, especially because I'm gated right now for another 4 levels. So that's heroes. Of course, in the heroes campaign, you can only use hero characters, and as you can probably tell if you know the IP, you'll know that these are all villain characters on the nodes. Every single one is a villain character, and that is because you need heroes to get villains in this game, and you need villains to get heroes in this game. So conversely, the third campaign you unlock is the villains campaign. In the villains campaign, you use villain characters. They start you with 4 villain characters, and they are not good. I would recommend immediately halting your building of the 4 initial villains until you get better ones under your belt, especially because all you really need in the beginning is to get to this Aladdin node, which is immediate. Aladdin is a great character. Just start farming him there, and then you can move up to Jasmine. And really, the thing about this game, you don't want a wide roster. You don't want to just unlock everything. You want to really get these characters up to their max potential as soon as possible, and then move on to the next. So as you can see, I'm pretty far in the Heroes campaign, but that's to get Big Bad Wolf. In the villains campaign, I have not gone anywhere because all I need is Jasmine and Aladdin right now. Not to mention, the cutoff here is a lot earlier than the Heroes campaign. Like, I have 42 is the next gate, which I am past, but then it's 50 after that. So not a lot to say about villains. You know, villains get you heroes, heroes get you villains. That's how it's going to be. Grand Campaign is everything in your roster, but it costs a little bit more because there's that unlimited factor to it. Now, PvP Arena is kind of like your Dirtle mode. This is like when you're done playing all the stuff for your daily and growth content, you come over here and you play this unlimited amount of times per day. It has weekly rewards and season rewards. It is, it's live PvP. So you win and you go up points, and then you go up tiers, and you keep going until you reach a limit. And of course, the rewards get better and better, and luckily they have scaled the rewards so it's not super essential to push this game mode. Like the number 1 grand champion gets 10 a week of the Robin Hood tokens and 25,000 gold. It's bragging rights. That's what it is. It's just bragging rights. Now, this is like Grand Campaign. You can use any character in this game mode, and this is PvP, so you might have a different comp as compared to the nodes because you don't really need as much survivability. You want more damage to get through the game mode. Now, at the bottom, you see the swirling packs is open now. That is because when you win, not even when you win, that's not what it's about. When you kill an enemy character, it counts for something. You kill, I believe, 1 or 2 enemy characters, you get 1 trophy at the end of the match. If you kill between 3 and 4, I believe you get 2 trophies at the end of the match. But if you kill 5 or more characters, you get 3 trophies at the end of the match, regardless of win or lose. Daily, you can get 10 trophies to turn in for a pack here. I'll show you what the pack contains. It is just a little bit of progress to get you to play the game mode every day for a little bit. This is what a pack opening animation looks like very typically. You'll get 10 gems every time. You'll get Robin Hood tokens every time, and level up potions. It's not major, it's not super essential, but it is there if you want more progress. Now, that is the campaign section of the video. Moving forward, you have other PvE content would include the Towers of Endurance. This is the solo climb game mode. You'll start on Tower of Endurance 1 here, and it has 8 nodes on it. And the nodes you'll see will look like this. So you'll start at the bottom, you'll fight node 1, and you'll take your team in that you think you have a good team to use, and it will remember all the damage your characters have taken throughout the nodes. So you want to go through this and try to remain as healthy as possible. This is a really good spot for healers to come into play, because the further you go, it's called Towers of Endurance for a reason, because you need to get all the way to the top before you can go on to the next tower. You can do this once a day. You hit this restart button up here, and when you do, it'll reset where you are in the tower down the beginning. Every node you complete will give you a reward, and I believe there's a daily associated with it that gives you some more rewards. Once you get to the top, you get a chest. In the chest, there are spells, new spells you can use, and then it also changes the store. This is really important to note. It changes the store every time you complete a tower. And once you complete a tower, you have to go to the next tower. You cannot replay the same tower. So what I do typically is when I'm getting close, like if I get to node 8 or 9, I will kind of just take a couple days to stay at 8 and 9 to get more currency under my belt for the current store, and then I'll complete the tower and go on to the next one. The reason why I do that is when it changes the store, it adds more spells, and it makes everything costs a little bit more, but in exchange you're getting a little bit more in the game mode. I don't know the exact conversion. I think you actually lose a little bit of value going tower to tower to tower if you compare all the aspects. That's why you want to delay a little bit on it, but there's also better spells later in the towers, so you want to progress, but min-max, basically. A really fun game mode. I have nothing else really to say about it. Now, as far as other PvE game modes, you have the challenges. These are if you play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Marvel Strike Force, you're familiar with the concept. Get some valuable resources for just having progress in the game. So like in the Summoner Challenge or in the Upgrade Challenge, you click this little guy down here. I can't show you that button, but there's a little guy. It shows you the requirements. And you can see I can use all of these characters in my roster to complete this challenge. Then they obviously show you what you get associated with them. They have different ones open on different days. There's one day a week where all of them are open. And yeah, it's just nice. It's there. It has auto win associated with it, which is good. There is the 10-minute timer, that pesky 10-minute timer that every game seems to start out with. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes started with it. Marvel Strike Force started with it. And both have gotten rid of it. So I'm sure we'll see Disney Sorcerer's Arena go down that route someday too. For PvE, there's one more, the events. Now these are rotating, they come and they go, and that's kind of the mechanic to try to get you to participate as much as possible in them. Right now we have an onward event going on, along with the Queen's Clash, which is how you get Zerg tokens. Playing these game modes is it's almost a way for the developers to tell you to spend a little bit of money outside of just buying offers, because they give you exclusive rewards for characters. Like this is how you get Ian and Barley. And to get to the next tier, I would have to get, where's the requirements? There it is. So I just need 5 out of 5, start level 5 plus, and then so on and so forth. So like I would get stuck at number 7 because I don't have any 6 stars for this, or gear tier 6, which is weird that they have a gear tier associated with the last 2, but none of the other ones. I have not noticed that until just now. Now that's one style of event. You'll see these rotate. They come and they go literally on a clock. Like as soon as this one's gone, there's another one coming in. And these will give you exclusive characters and exclusive spells associated with the IP that it's for. In this style event, this is kind of a unique style event. You get coins, and the coins give you a chest, and the chest gives you Zerg. It's that simple. There are other ones like use energy to get coins for the chest, and then you open the chest and get the tokens. Now, let's see. That's about it for PvE outside of clubs. For PvP, I've shown you the live PvP. There's also Sorcerer's Tournament, where this is the arena. This is where you climb to the top to get the currency, gems, and the store currency. This is where you have the ranks that matter, that stay there for the daily payout. I recommend pushing this very early, because odds are if you're starting this game, you're going to be put in a shard with a lot of fake accounts that are really weak, and you can push to the top very easily and stay there. I did not do that, and I'm stuck in the 500s. Alright, now moving on to clubs. Clubs, I've mentioned before, are very necessary to the game. You join one as soon as you can. You can have 50 members in a club. When you're in a club, you get the availability to request gear to be donated to you. When you get gear donated to you, it comes directly from your other members. You can ask for a donation twice a day, I think, and then you can donate 5 pieces of gear a day. Now at the top you'll see this button, Fulfill All. That is for requests that are not gear. Fulfill all is for requests for energy, requests for refreshes, anything like that sort, which does not take away from you. It's just your members are asking for it, and you click yes, you can have it, and then they get it. It's a mechanic to get interaction with the club. You don't lose anything by fulfilling all. You help your teammates by doing it, so it's a good thing to do when it pops up. There's also going to be a prompt on the home screen down near the battle button here. There'll be a little blue button to the left of it for fulfill all on the home screen. Other things in club that you can do are the club dungeon, which is PvE, and everybody's doing this at the same time. I believe it's a week or 9 days long, maybe, or a week long, I guess. You can do 3 attempts a day, and you can get a bonus attempt for watching an ad. There's a lot of ad revenue in this game. Otherwise, if you're VIP, you can get another attempt. It maxes out at 20, and it's not hard to do. Our club, I'm at level 44. We're hitting 20 every day, or not every day, every week. And these, I'm autoing them. That's it. That's the way it is. This is required daily for club progress, and along with your own progress, you get rewards for doing it. In Club Conquest, this is kind of a hot button issue in this game. It's kind of a broken game mode in the fact that a lot of times recently when it goes live, the game crashes, nobody can get in, and they close the game mode and then give out compensation. That being said, when it is up, it is a confusing game mode that not a lot of people understand yet. It's basically Disney Sorcerer's Arena's version of Alliance War from Marvel Strike Force, or whatever the Guild War from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And they're trying to be different, and I get it. They put three clubs against each other, and you try to battle to get notes. I wonder if I can show you. Alright, so there's 3 clubs against each other, and you battle to take over nodes, and every minute ticks points into people's pool to win the game. So the longer you can hold a node, the better off you're going to be for points. The reward structure is very, very generous, because between first, second, and third, you don't really get much of a difference here. Let me see if I can show you. I don't think I can. So it doesn't matter if you get first, second, or third. That's just the bottom line. You're going to get a decent amount of rewards regardless. But the way this game mode works is there's a registration phase, a preparation phase, a attack phase, regroup phase, attack phase, regroup phase, attack phase, regroup phase, all of which you have just your roster to use one time. So you get to choose if your roster is either on defense or offense, what phase you're going to attack in, and then the regroup phases are just so you can plan your next route. And it takes a while to get used to. I'm still not used to it because of how infrequently it's on, but I think we're getting a little bit better with it. Like I said, you don't get punished too hard for not understanding the game mode. You're still going to get rewards for playing it, so register and play. Now, aside from that, what else is in this game? As you can see on the left, there is a collection button, store button, and exchange button. We'll just start from the top. Collection brings you to all the heroes you've unlocked and the ones that you are working on. There's quite a few in the game right now, and they add more quite often. I believe we just got the Incredibles about a week or 2 ago. This is, if you're used to this kind of game, you know exactly what this is. If you're not used to this kind of game, this is where you basically plan out what you're doing with your gameplay. Right now I'm working on downtown villains, so you'll see my Big Bad Wolf is my strongest character and almost 7-star. Pete is what I'm working on as well as Jangles the Clown. Demona's good. So you know what to do. You come in here and you kind of say, maybe he gets something, he gets something. There's the these are the gear pieces on him that you can find, and this helps you locate where you're gonna farm them. You can also click a find button down in the right hand corner here to find where their shards are. You can level them up, and these are their abilities that they have. Each character has a different amount of abilities, but they all have a basic and a special and a passive. I believe that's the bare minimum, but they might have 2 specials and they might have a leadership. Now, if you're used to this game, you know exactly what these are, but if not, I'll go into them. Abilities are what you use when you're playing the game. Like, this is the basic attack. This is what it does. It deals damage to a target opponent. When you level it up after you get 50 of the alpha runes and 5,000 gold, you gain 50% chance to chain to an adjacent opponent. So that's progress in the game. And you know, obviously there's good abilities to upgrade, there's bad ones to upgrade. It's kind of just the name of the game. Up here you'll see Kingdom. Kingdom is his tag, along with Offense and Mulan and Villain. That is relevant because in a lot of passives there are synergies with the tags associated with the character, whether it be the IP, the origin, which is Kingdom, the role, which is Offense, or the affiliation, which is villainy or heroism. There is a power associated with the characters. I've literally not cared at all about power in this game. It's kind of an arbitrary number, but just to track, how strong it is, I guess, in comparison to others. Like, my Shan Yu is 407, my Big Bad Wolf is 455, so my Big Bad Wolf is better and thus is ahead of him in my roster. On the side, you see there's a couple of nodes, or a couple of tabs you can hit here. These are the spells you'll be using in the game. Spells, they act on a cooldown, kind of like an extra ability not attached to a character that you can slot in twice. They are reusable. As soon as you use them, they go back on cooldown. Now, there are good ones and bad ones. I'm not going to go over that in this video. But this is where Tower of Endurance is coming into play. Because Tower 1, you get infinity-sided die here, and I believe Duke Kaboom from Toy Story, and Baby Magical Meteor, and Trigger's Tower, I think, as well. So you get 4 spells in the first tower that you can get in the store. But after the second story, there's about 8. Or after the second tower, there's about 8. After the third tower, there's like 12. So on and so forth. This is the same thing as characters, just for spells. Emotes for when you're in, live matches to use, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to have that that route that they can go for monetization. They don't always have to monetize progress. They can monetize things that people just want to use that don't affect their progress in the game. Talisman is the icon that your name shows up with. That's all it is. It's another cosmetic. Up here you'll see a little siphon, and that is for the filter. Typical filter, you want to find somebody you don't know, like, you want to find a team that you're working on. Let's go to Kingdom, because Kingdom is a good game, or a good team in the game, so working on them is pretty important. So you can see all the Kingdom characters, and you can choose which ones you want on your team. That's about it for the collection. Now you go to the store. First off, you're going to see there's a lot of little red 1s and 2s and 3s. And that is because these change often, all of these. And what are these? These are offers. This is where you're going to find ways to spend money, if that is your thing. This game has some decent monetization for progress. I'm not one to spend a whole lot on these kind of games, but if you wanted to, you're definitely going to get your value here. For $50, you're going to unlock 3 of the onward characters in this offer alone and get 12 other things along with it. They have specific offers that are a little cheaper to unlock them. Emperor Zurg is unlocked for $50. That's, of course. And then here you see This is a Big Bad Wolf offer, and this has a costume for Big Bad Wolf associated with it. This is cool. This is good monetization. You buy this and you get a costume. That is good monetization, and you should reward that. If you want that, go ahead and buy it. Very typical with the offers that are available here. And then these two at the back are rotating daily. These change every day. So you'll get a notification that these have changed every day. And they're usually pretty cheap. As you can see, this one's $1 for 240 energy. This is a great value actually, because 50 gems and 240 energy. This is this is enough to get a chest. These grand campaign tokens, you get a chest for 5,500 there. And then there's the gear for $5. You get a tier 4, which is a full. This is a full tier 4, by the way, because there are tier 4s that are not that. Like this is a tier 4 piece. So these are the like recommended offers, I guess, with the star there. You have the packs that you can get. As you can see, I have enough to get a chest for both of these. And these are associated with the events that are live right now. You have these are all like RNG based, I think, because these ones for the gems here for Ian and Barley will get you a range from 8 to 330 of the associated character, most likely 8, and a little less likely 6. Or no, that's in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Yeah, here the minimum is 8. Okay, so it's probably going to be like most likely 10 and then a minimum of 8. For money, you can get the coins for the chest, which give you a little bit more shards to work with. And as you can see, they have these just for exclusive. Basically, all the special offers up here translate into RNG pulls down here for gems. Pretty straightforward. Under the next tab, you have the gems and packs that you, or this is pass holder and VIP. So the pass holder is kind of like a battle pass for the game, and they've moved it to 2-week length, but it's decent value. If you want to get $10 worth of things in the game after every 2 weeks, you have $20 a month to spend. It's not a bad value to get the pass holder. This is what you're gonna get immediately in the pass holder. But then there's 50 tiers you can go through. I'm at like 49 right now or something like that, and there's like 2 days left of the pass holder to go. So it's pretty easy to do that. I'm not a super hardcore player, but I do play every day. It's basically what it requires. You can get VIP. VIP doubles a lot of the rewards you get in the game. It also gives you a lot of gems. It also gives you a VIP store that you can buy from. And there's other associated packs for that. Under the next tab, you have chests. This is where I live mostly in the store, because you get a campaign chest about every other day. You get a loyalty chest about every 3 days, because I think you get one of these a day. And then you get one of these a day, which is decent. One of these every 4 hours to get you logged on to the game, which is actually kind of shit unless you get one of these bottom items, which is not often. Usually you're going to get level up potions, which doesn't matter. Now at the bottom, as you can tell, these are how you get gems. That's it. That's it for the store. We'll go down to the exchange, which the store is for spending money, the exchange is for spending currency. So you get gems. These are ways you can spend gems. I don't recommend it. I recommend spending your gems on refreshes for energy. Here's where you spend gold. If you want to spend gold, it does get expensive quick in the early game, so I would say don't do this till you have some gold under your belt. This is club currency. This flag here is club currency. Everything you do that involves your club is going to get you more club currency. So do club conquest, do club dungeon, do your donations, and make your quests, because every day you're going to get a lump sum of currency for this store. And Jack Sparrow is an exclusive in this store, and he is great in this game. Blue, not so much, but he is exclusive to the store as well. Other than that, there are a few other characters that are good to buy here. Mickey is good, Syndrome's good, Demona's good. There are some gear you can buy if you are so inclined. I don't recommend it though. On to the next one. These are the PvP currency. When you push high in PvP, or when you push high in specifically Sorcerer's Tournament, and you get those daily payouts, this is where you're going to be spending it. This has a lot of good characters in it. You have a whole row of exclusive characters. I am getting Shan Yu up right now because Shan Yu is the best of the 5, but all 5 are amazing characters. Hades is really good late game, not good under 7 stars, so make sure if you're buying Hades, you're committing to the 7-star cause. Mordu's very good, Merlin's very good, Horned King is very good. Aside from that, we have some other good characters. Ariel is good, Big Bad Wolf is good, Anger is good, Madame Mim is good, Jangles is good, Judy Hopps is okay, Dr. Faciliator is great, Monterey Jack is okay. So you have a lot of value here. Getting into the top of arena, or sorry, not arena, getting to the top of Sorcerer's Tournament is going to be essential to progress in this game. That's why I say push it early. This next tab is the Tower of Endurance coins. Now you go into here and you can buy 2 variations of what you can buy here. You can get the packs, or you can get the spells, or you can get, well, I guess there's 3. So, or you can get the upgrade materials, which you're probably never going to need to do. The prices you see here are not the prices you will see when you unlock this store, because I am on the 3rd tower. When you're on the 1st tower, everything in the store is cheaper, and there's a lot less. That is why I say gate your progress a little bit, because my pool to get in these packs obviously are just random shards. You can get 4 shards per pack. So I think with the 1st tower, it's 2 shards, and it costs 700 to get, so it's exactly half the price. But there's only 4 spells in it. As you can see, I have 11 spells in mine, and it costs 1400. So my variance when I open this is extreme. But the other option is buy half of the coins or the tokens for 1.5 times the price. So I'm gonna buy the packs indefinitely until I get all the spells unlocked. As you can see, it goes pretty quick. I do have a lot of tokens on a lot of these spells, and some of them are level 2, notably Trigger's Tower and the Infinite Sided Die. That's about all you can see there. Sorcerer's Exchange, not available yet. These are, I think, mods, what mods would be in this game. This locked store opens up when you 7-star a character. It is, typical to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes or Marvel Strike Force. You max out a character, you're still going to get shards for them. This is what you do with them as you go to the store. The last tab is the VIP exchange. As you can see, I can see what's in there, but I can't buy anything because it's trying to get me to be a VIP by doing that. You have some good gold offers in here, Jesse tokens for gold. You can get the 10 times ultimate chest token for gems instead of money, which is good. If you want to be a VIP, there's a lot of value to be had in the store, along with the VIP rewards that you get. It's an added bonus. It's quite valuable, I would say. In rank of spending, if you're going to spend money, become a VIP first, become a pass holder second, and then buy some offers in that order. And I think that's about it. That's all I have to say about the game. Yeah, I mean, there's the mailbox. This is where you're going to get all your requests refilled. See, somebody gave me a refill, some energy, and then another refill. Cool. Thank you for that. If you are interested in this game, I recommend trying it out. There's no harm in trying it out. You don't have to spend money. So go ahead and give it a few days, see if you like it. I know a lot of people are coming off of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and some are coming off of Marvel Strike Force because of their monetization and kind of the way they've treated their community. This is a fairly new game, so it's hard to say how the company is with their community, but their monetization is a bit better than both the previous games I mentioned. So if you are interested in checking it out, I recommend it. If you did like the video, please like, subscribe, ding the thing, or ring the bell so you can know each and every time a video goes live. But if you don't want those notifications, you can just follow me on Twitter instead at 3bgames1. I do post each and every time a video goes live, and you can also let me know what you didn't like in the comment section below. And I know somebody's thinking his voice is cracking a lot, and that's because I don't usually talk this much, so I don't even want to hear it. Okay? Just like the video. I'll see you on the next one. Peace!